Howdy, y'all. Welcome to the frozen tundra of February. We are having a very, very, very cold snap, which kept me home from work today. So, I'm making a video. And when I say frozen tundra, I woke up this morning and the temperature... No, get your head back, sweetheart. Get your head back. One of my babies. She wanted to be in the picture too. Anyways, as I was saying, woke up to a very, very chilly 9 degrees. And to make things worse, apparently, head up, sweetheart. Apparently, she is bound and determined to make this video with me. She's a little angel, though. Anyways, I'm going to have to pet her to keep her off me. But anyways, apparently sometime in the night we either had a rolling brownout or something, or the electricity was off, because I woke up this morning and my heater was turned off. So I'm still waiting for the house to get warm again. But anyways, so I need a little something to entertain myself. So I thought, I'm going to make a video. I realized all of a sudden at the end of the last one, I forgot something. Excuse me, sweetheart, I forgot to do an outro. But that's okay, because I will go ahead and I'll explain in this one what I was doing. I didn't put all of my pictures up that I took, because I took over 300 pictures. If I tried to put that all into one video, y'all would probably still be watching it now. But anyway, so I decided to break it down. The first one, the video that I posted the other day, was for heads up, baby girl. The video I posted the other day was basically my travel video. It was the day that I left the DFW airport, which my wonderful boss, Allie Cole, took me up there. Thank you, Allie, so very much for that. Anyway, so she took me up to the airport, helped me to get checked in, and whenever I was in the line to, the security line, she went ahead and, heads up. This child is so affectionate. She has to have love continually. Anyways, so she made sure that I was in the line getting ready to head back. And so I got in line, went behind, got behind the security checkpoint. You want to come over here? Come over here. Come on. Come on. Excuse me, cat issues. Get your little fuzzy tail over. There we go. That's much better. She's bound and determined one way or another to be in this video. Like I said, no, you're not going over there. You're going over here. Okay? Much more warmth over here. Sit on the blanket. You'll get warm. Anyway, so, distractions! That's what happens whenever you have lovely little fuzzies for your housemates. But anyways, she made sure I was in the line, got behind the security point where I was back there waiting for the plane before she took off. But, of course, some of them were like pictures. I know I hear someone behind me. One of my fuzzies behind me. Anyway, so a couple of those were pictures like inside the terminal, and then, of course, my travel videos. And that's the same kitty cat deciding that she wants to be back up here behind my camera again. Love. Anyways, so, like I said, some of them, most all of them were travel videos. It's like I left on the 10th and I got to Ireland on the 11th. So, I mean, it's like in the air 10 hours or something like that, and of course a couple hours wait time in each airport terminal. I left DFW, I went to London. That's a different kitty cat. That's my boy cat. Anyway, so I ended up at Heathrow in London, so I was in their terminal. And so I was there for a few hours because DFW, the plane was late leaving which didn't get me on time to, oh my word, I'm going to kill this cat. Get over here, come on. She says no. Cats are more stubborn than people. Anyway, so I was late leaving DFW, so it put me late getting my connecting flight. In fact, as I was getting there, the plane was getting ready to leave. My original plane that was supposed to put me at Belfast International. And instead of being in Belfast International, I ended up at George Best, which is actually in Belfast. It's a smaller airport, and well, let's just leave it at that. So, like I said, it put me later getting into Ireland, and it put me at a different point than what I was supposed to be, because at International, I was supposed to catch the shuttle bus to Antrim, and then I was going to spend a little time around in Antrim before I got on a train to go to Derry. Well, guess what? It didn't happen. Ending up in George Best, all of a sudden I was having to ride a shuttle bus to get to another terminal, which was like a major hub terminal. I get over there and they're like, we don't have a train to Derry. It says we can get you a train to Dublin. And I'm like, no, I need to go to Derry. So I ended up having to get on a bus instead of a train, and the pictures that you saw, that was a ride through a mountain range. I can't remember off my head the name of the mountain range, and put me there in the edge of Derry. So, yeah, just a little explanation of what's going on. So I ended up, also ended up there a couple of hours later, and well, let's just say there's a whole lot more headache. They want to see me, girl, not your chin. I don't know, maybe you want to see her chin. But anyway, so it put me in Derry at a lot later time, and I ended up facing two very surly cab drivers. One of them, I went up to try to talk to him to find out a few things. He just grabbed my bags, threw them in the trunk, and then looked at me and says, "Oh, how are you going to pay for this?" And I'm like, well, I had been looking for an ATM so I could get some cash. And he looks at me and says, "You don't have cash?" And it's like, no, before I could explain anything else, he turned his back on me, picked my bags out of the trunk, basically threw them down on the sidewalk beside me, and says, "You better get some cash or you're not going anywhere." And he drove off and left me standing there. So it was a very, kind of jarring moment. To find someone that was, I mean, he could have been a nice guy and said, well, I know for certain that there is an ATM over here or over there, and he could have been nice and stopped and helped me get some cash out, but he didn't. He just left me standing there on the curb. But there was a very nice guy. I think he was one of the managers, maybe even the owner of a tavern called the Blackbird. I was trying to use their Wi-Fi because my phone also wasn't working. So I was trying to use their Wi-Fi to see if I could try and get in touch with someone or something so that I could get where I needed to go. And this wonderful, sweet man paid for me to be sent to the place where I thought I was going to stay. Well, I get over there and I'm looking at the building and it is like totally black, and I tell the cab driver who took me over there, it's like, I said, I think there's no one here. It's like, I got a phone number. I said, could you call? He stops me and he goes, and says, "Hey, you just got a free cab ride." He said, "I'm not being paid for anything else." And he gets in his cab, drives off, and leaves me standing in front of this building. I mean, knock on the door, no one comes. Ring the doorbell, no one comes. There's a security camera there. I'm sitting here waving at it, trying to get their attention. I left Texas in 80-degree weather, so I had like a t-shirt, and I had grabbed a jacket. I had a hoodie in my bag, and I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, oh my word, it's getting cold. It's supposed to be close to freezing tonight. And I'm thinking, I'm stuck out here. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know how to get back to the town area. You know, I could wander. It was getting dark, so I mean, I could have wandered the streets at night, not knowing where I was going, and so I was honestly a little bit scared. So, anyways, I opened up my suitcase, took out my hoodie, put my hoodie on, put my jacket back on, and I'm sitting here. I'm like, okay, I refuse to freeze to death, you know, and. Of course, as I've said in one of my previous videos, I am a Christian, so I was in there like, oh Lord, you got me this far. And about 20 minutes later, this head pops around the hedge there, and he goes, Jennifer? And I was like, yes! You know, I was like, someone mentioned my name. I was like, yes! And it was the manager, the weekend manager for the hotel chain that I was staying with. They had several places, the 44 North, where I originally was going to stay at, and then they had some others. There's one called the Boy Cozy. There's Lawrence Place, which is super extravagant and super nice, and they have two others called Art House and Jazz House. Well, he says, we're having troubles here. Says, I want to take you over to our other says, we upgraded you. Said, you were supposed to be having a shared bathroom, right? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, well, it says, we're giving you your own private suite. And I'm like, okay. You know, when I say suite, it's not like a big thing. It was like a room with a bathroom, which over there, that kind of constitutes as a suite. You know, I mean, it's not a deluxe one, but a lot of places, unless you get like a really fancy hotel chain, most of the places are a shared bathroom, you know. And so I was like, oh wow, okay, you know. And so he took me over there, and they took me to this very lovely house, and we went up these very steep stairs and showed me to my room. It was a very lovely little room, and it was very, very nice. I mean, this place was really nice, and I met a lot of nice people. The next morning I was really tired, so I just ended up, I think, going to sleep. I didn't even really have anything to eat. There's some milk downstairs, and I had like a cup of milk, and I went to bed. I was tired. I was more tired than I was hungry. But anyway, so I got up the next morning, went downstairs and met a couple from San Francisco. Can you believe it? They another American couple that was there at the same time I was. So, anyways, I met them. We, you know, she was nice. I kind of gave them a rundown of my story, and she gave me a couple slices of bread, some, girl, stop that, some jelly and some butter, and of course, you get all the free hot tea you can drink over there. They've got tea galore. I mean, that's, they have tea the way that Texas has Dr. Pepper. So anyway, so I kind of had a little bit something to eat and began to walk into town. I had used the place I was staying, the Airbnb I was staying in. I used their Wi-Fi to pull up a map, and I wrote down some directions on where I could go at least to get to town. And of course, anybody that knows me, once I've been somewhere, it's like, oh, okay, so this is how I get back. And I'm like a homing bitch, and you know, it's like when I find like two spots, I can get back and forth to them pretty easily. So I found a place in town. I was passing by, and I saw this lovely little restaurant, which is going to be some of my first set of pictures. The first one is actually going to be Art House and the view down to the Foyle River, which is the river that runs past Derry. Anyway, so, and then of course it's going to be the place where I ate. It's going to be some pictures of the wall. I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to do all my Derry pictures from there, because, you know, there was so much that day that well, the next couple of days, basically from this point on, a big portion of them, children, y'all behave, are basically my birthday pictures. I woke up on my 50th birthday in Derry, and so I walked the walls and went to a couple of museums. I found one called the Tower Museum, which was really good and interesting. I found the other one, the Siege Museum, which I'm going to be doing an actual video from there. I videoed basically the time of the siege, and um, well, you'll see when I get around to it. But I'm going to do that, and let y'all see what basically my day in Derry was like through pictures. There was so many interesting things I took pictures of that day. Like I said, walking around, and of course I walked part of the wall, but the following morning, Sunday, I walked the whole entire wall. I did a full circuit, and then I came a little bit further around because of the stairway. But anyway, so I'm not going to talk your ear off any longer because I've already gone several minutes into this. But anyways, this is my intro to it, and I hope y'all enjoy my birthday day in Derry. Okay, so there was my day in pictures. Lovely little compilation of the different things, the stuff that I saw, the stuff that I did. Uh, you know, so some of the pictures, I mean, y'all might look at and go, but that was my day. I'd anyone who knows me knows that it's like if I see a moment that I like, I will stop and take a picture. I mean, there have been times. I mean, sometimes people riding around with me that I have like stopped and said, "Oh, wait a minute," and I'll turn around and go back and get a picture. I'm a picture nut. So, anyways, but that was my birthday and the day after my birthday in pictures, the stuff that I saw, where I went. And as I said at the beginning, there's going to be at least one full video of some of my stuff that I did, like the tour stuff, going through the museum and stuff like that. And then I've also got a video I'm going to do of walking the wall. I mean, it just there's breaks in it because it was Sunday morning and I got to one point, and the big red building that you see there called the Verbal Arts Center, there's a church in it, and I stopped to go to that church. I had been following it for almost a year, and I went inside to meet the people that I had been seeing pictures of for the past year, and the pastor and the associate pastor and all that. And so I got to have a nice little talk with them, and I've had a few nice talks with the pastor since I've gotten back home. So anyways, like I said, it was an interesting couple of days. So there's more videos to come. I still got a lot of videos to post for my Ireland trip, and I'm trying to break them down so that way it's not like a 5-hour thing of going, oh my word, when is this going to stop? Anyway, so I'm glad that y'all watched, and y'all have a wonderful day.